It's really nice.
Good.
Now, it's 19 minutes past 8 o'clock. When Michael Jackson died, he left a legacy of amazing music and his 3 beloved children. Unlike the 2 eldest, Jackson never revealed the identity of the parents of his youngest son, Prince Michael II, known as Blanket.
But just a few weeks ago, Jacko's former bodyguard, Matt Fiddes, sensationally revealed in News of the World that he is the biological father. He's here from the UK and joins us this morning. Mate, good morning to you.
Morning.
Tell us about your relationship with Michael Jackson. Just how close was it?
Well, first of all, I never revealed I was the father. I was kind of horrified by what I was reading. And I was due to fly out to Australia that day to promote my martial arts schools and open up our franchises, just like we did in the UK. And first thing I knew is I'd get paparazzi'd coming out of a gym, and I asked them what was going on, and they said there's a big story coming out in a big newspaper about me and Michael Jackson, and they managed to get hold of some court documents. And it's to do with me and Blanket Jackson, one of Michael's children. But me and Michael, we met through my closest friend, Uri Geller. I think he's more famous here for bending spoons and everything else, you know, and he introduced me to Michael when I was like 18 years old. He wanted somebody with the martial arts skills. I was self-made already, financially secure, so he knew I could be trusted around Michael. And I had access to 500 martial arts instructors who could act as bodyguards and so on. And over the years, I was just me, Michael, and his inner circle of friends, of course. And the staff would change very often. And we used to hang out, and we used to literally hang out as friends. So I was never an employee of Michael Jackson. I was his unofficial bodyguard. And I never asked for any money. I wouldn't accept any money. He tried to push money upon us, and we wouldn't accept it because that was the way it was going to be. But the question started to get asked about the whole paternity issue when one of Michael's best friends, Mark Lester, who is famous for playing Oliver Twist, of course, came out and revealed that he could be the father of Paris Jackson because he donated for Michael in the early 90s. They grew up together. Now, Mark is godfather to my children. He's also godfather to Michael, so the press were already eating away at it. And it was only a matter of time. And I sued a TV station in the UK. They didn't go to court, but all the court documents are there. The key witness, of course, would have been Michael Jackson, but he passed away, unfortunately. So we had to use his friends, Uri Geller and Mark, and that's how it all got documented. So we know it's going to break, but not before I was going to fly to Australia.
Nice timing, though.
Oh, not really. I wanted to come over here to promote my schools, really, you know, but I know I'm never going to get away from the Michael Jackson legacy.
You know we're all going to ask. So you donated sperm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you believe you're Blanket's dad?
Do I believe it? I'm not sure, you know, and as far as I'm concerned, the child is Michael's the dad. I've seen Michael with the children. He's a wonderful father to them. Of course, there's a resemblance to him, otherwise the press wouldn't be going so crazy. He told Mark Lester that he did use my sperm to produce Blanket. He told him, and Mark told me that.
Do you want to find out? Are you going to have paternity tests?
No, all that stuff's untrue. I mean, me and Mark Lester are going to monitor the situation and so on, of course, and ever since Michael died, we spoke to the kids the day after, and we all got shut out, all of us, including Uri Geller. We all got shut out from the family. Can't understand why. It was very odd, you know. And they were more so attacking us and supporting us, and we couldn't get near the kids anymore. So we're monitoring it. So if something went wrong, then I think we would absolutely go for a DNA test.
But by not having a DNA test, you leave it up in the air. That there's so much speculation.
There's a little boy.
Yeah, I know. But
why don't you just put it beyond doubt and have the test and...
Well, he's been put through so much, you know, and people have to understand that Michael the pop star, it was a loving dad. And you saw Paris speak at the memorial event, you know, and how loving... He was incredible. And the whole mask thing and the makeup going out, it's just an act for publicity behind closed doors. He was just an everyday guy. I know it's hard for people to believe that. But I don't want to put them through anything else. So I'm quite happy with where they are at the moment, and they're being looked after well. Catherine Jackson's a lovely lady. She really is, and she's doing a great job. But if something were to happen, then, of course, me and Mark have decided that we will step up to the plate and go out to Los Angeles.
What would need to happen for you to
we need to go to a court, I think, in Los Angeles and apply for a DNA test to find out for certain.
No. What would trigger you doing that? If you're saying if something happened.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I understand the next of kin.
So if Catherine passed away?
If Catherine passed away, I understand it's Diana Ross. Now, for us, that's completely amazes us, you know, because we never saw much of Diana Ross throughout our time with Michael Jackson. Maybe before my time. I know the will was wrote in 2003. There's nothing in there for the rest of the family. But if the brothers, I would like the children to be looked after by Jermaine Jackson or Tito Jackson, and it would be my ideal choice because they're just wonderful parents. You know, I spent a lot of time with those guys. If they weren't willing to do it, or there was some kind of something controlling the Jackson estate to stop them doing it, then I would trigger and get out there and try for certain to find out what is going on. But,
so you would trigger that rather than see Diana Ross take custody of the kids?
I don't know. I don't understand where Diana Ross fits in, other than that she brought Michael. She spent a lot of time with Michael when he first launched his career. Sure, he used to mention her a lot to me and play her music and so on. But I don't understand at all. And she didn't go to the funeral, as far as I'm aware, or the memorial service. Why not brothers look after the children, you know, and so on? And
can I ask you one quick final question?
Sure.
Are you happy with all of this speculation,
it's not,
with all of this publicity?
It's been, in England, it's been tough, you know, and I was due to come out here a few weeks ago, and of course my plans were completely stopped because I knew as soon as I got on the aeroplane, my family would be followed silly. So I've come out here with my girlfriend, really, just to Carly, to talk about my martial arts schools. I knew I was going to get hit with this, and I always will get hit with questions about Michael. Not so happy about it. I'm just amazed it broke when it did, and when it's been in the English media's hands for the last 4 months. But they thought, literally, I was flying out here just to reveal in Australia that I was going to talk about Blanky Jackson, which was never the case.
So you're here to do your studios,
yeah,
move on
my
with
franchise,
business.
look for new franchises like we've done, and teach kids to stay away from drugs and so on. And life's changed for me now, you know. Kids put their hands up. In Australia the other day, just in Queensland, we had some kids putting their hands up, and we had to explain differences between medicine and drugs because of our anti-drug policy. And they asked me outright about Michael's death and how come you couldn't stop him taking the drugs. And we've had parents call in saying, you know, why can you help us, because our children won't take their medicine anymore because of our anti-drugs campaign. We're teaching the difference between hardcore drugs and medicine. And it's been tough, you know. It's been, but I never wanted this information to be public. Of course, my family have known for some time that there's a possibility and a chance. But the real reason I donated was that he wanted to help me with conceiving a child. My wife at the time had a couple of children from a previous relationship. Michael wanted to introduce me to a doctor specialist friend he knew at the time. And he said, look, you know, I'll get it sorted out for you, because she was going through hell. And that's how it happened. He said, if everything's okay, Matt, do you mind if I use it? Because I want an athletic child, a martial arts child, just like he did with Mark, I guess, with the acting or actress skills that Paris will have. And he even called up my mother and asked permission to use it if everything was going to be okay. Now, I never went back for the test results because I conceived my first child months later, and that was that. So I was amazed.
It's fascinating. It's certainly a different world to what most of us are used to. Welcome.
It was.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
On the way, why have Australia